Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Craig and Tamika from Bothsides.
Hi guys.
And we wanted to come at you with a different type of video today. It's getting close to Valentine's Day, and I don't know if you remember, but last time I proposed to this beautiful lady. And I thought, why not put out a tips video? Because I had a couple of different guys asking me, different tips and different things that, kind of helped me out when I was going through the process. And I know Valentine's Day is normally a pretty popular day for people to propose, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be for Valentine's Day. It could be for any day this year. But here are 6 tips that kind of helped me out, and I hope they help you guys out too. Step 1, be unique. I mean, literally, people get proposed to every day, all day. It happens all the time. Everybody knows somebody who's getting married. Everybody knows somebody who's got engaged, whatever. So at that point, you have to set yourself apart. You want to step outside the box. You want to make it memorable. And you want to do something that, she's going to remember for the rest of her life. So, also a lot of things that people kind of mess up on, they just do a big, grand gesture, but a lot of times the person who's getting proposed to may not even like anything like that. You really have to cater it towards that person. So, if you know that person is, somebody who doesn't like all the attention on them or doesn't like big, grand, extra shows of attention, do something intimate, do something one-on-one, go to a park, go to Ferris wheel, do it at the top of the Ferris wheel, do like a special night at the house. I mean, it's a ton of different ways you could do it. You could propose, by, cooking her something and having it in the food.
You
can't really do it with this one. She eats too fast. But, I mean, you know your mate. So do something that's going to make them happy. If they like a lot of attention, if they like, flexing for the gram, do something crazy. Do a flash mob. Do a proposal. Yeah, something spontaneous, something different, something unique. All right, step 2, plan ahead. The 7 P's are true. Piss poor preparation makes piss poor performance.
Ooh, I like that.
I came up with it. I'm lying. I did it. But it works. It don't make it any less true. So, you definitely want to make sure that, you kind of plan out what you want to do. Don't wait till the last minute. Because how many times have you always had like this great vision in your head and then you think, oh, but what if I had this? What if I had that? How many times you want to ship something and you realize you kind of too late for the 2-day shipping, but you're a little bit longer for the priority ship. You don't even have to worry about that if you do it ahead of time. Have enough space and have enough time to get the supplies ready, get the schedule ready, get the people involved.
Plan accordingly.
But yeah, don't just play around and just do it off the top of your head, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna forget something. Amazon's 2-day shipping is really a great resource. They really helped me out a lot. Walmart's online store, it has a lot of unique stuff, and then their photo department is really good. I know you're thinking, oh, Walmart, I really don't want to go to Walmart, but I mean, for example, with her, I blew up a photo, a collage actually of photos of us throughout the years.
So sweet.
Yeah. So, I had like a photo of us on our first photo we've taken all the way to the last photo we had taken up until then. And I just, had them saved to the computer, threw them on Walmart's website, placed them in the collage where I wanted to, and I had it shipped to my house. Everybody likes to, see themselves blown up on pictures and everything like that, especially this one. There are a ton of different places to get different ideas to propose. I always say it's kind of like math homework, don't copy completely, just kind of get the idea and then kind of put your own spin on it, show your work a little bit, because it's the worst if you put like a whole, big gesture that you got off the internet, do it for your fiance and she loves it and she's going and bragging about it and somebody's like,
everybody did the same exact thing. Like,
oh, my cousin did that last year. Yeah, it's not as special if you do it that way. So, like I said, on step 1, you definitely want to cater it to that person, but there's nothing wrong with getting some ideas to kind of see how other people did it or see how other people may have finessed it. All right, step 3, ring shopping. This is the biggest one. It kind of ties into step 2, but I thought it was important enough where it needed its own step. This is something that you don't want to do spontaneously. It's a ton of different cuts, a ton of different types of settings for the diamond, a ton of different bands. You can get an engagement ring with it, engagement band with it. It's a ton of different things that go into buying a ring. So you want to make sure you buy the right one, or one that she's going to like. Also, you want to make sure you get the right ring size. You know, even if it's
that would be the worst.
That's the worst. Spend a ton of money, can't take it back, and it's the wrong ring size.
She can't even wear it. Then you done spend all your money on a ring she can't fit.
And she wearing it around her neck. Exactly. But I mean, you know, find out the ring size is always a big hurdle for a lot of guys.
And make sure it's the right ring size, because I thought I wore a different size ring until we actually went to the jewelry store and got measured. So those little costume jewelry rings, don't use that as your ring measurements. Go to sales and get sized.
I think I'm about a 6. No. I need to know, bro. Yes. This is money we putting in.
Exactly. And if you know you and your girl like to eat, go up like
a
half.
Little bit bigger.
Like I'm a size 6, but I told him to get a 7 because I like to eat.
She like to eat.
So I might get fat as fuck in like another 10 years. That's what you
but
for.
I'm a lover regardless. She ain't getting fat. She ain't getting fat.
No, we're not getting fat, but still, just in case. Have that extra little cushion in there.
But like I was saying, I know a lot of guys were telling me that, you know, find out the ring size is kind of a big hurdle for them. So, I mean, you know, if you can kind of finesse it, you know, act like you're walking through the mall, say you want to go into the jewelry store and, you know.
That's how you finessed me to get my ring size.
It is, and it worked.
It did.
You know, just say you're going to look at, you know, some jewelry. Say you're getting a wallet. Say you're getting a watch or some earrings for yourself. She's immediately going to go over to the ring. She's going to start looking at the rings.
That's the first thing that girls go to in the jewelry store.
Exactly.
So.
And then you can kind of see which one she's looking at, what shape she likes. You know, you can kind of talk to the person a little bit to kind of get an idea and then come back on your own and go further with that.
And another thing, as far as the ring size, not the band size, but how many carats or things that you choose. Everybody doesn't want a huge ring. Everybody doesn't want a small ring. You know, figure out what your girl likes, because there could be something that she would love on everybody else, but that's not just for her. You know what I mean?
True.
So figure out what she likes, because it's going to be something that she's going to be wearing for the rest of her life, hopefully. So make sure that you get a style ring that she actually really likes.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they always say the rule of thumb is, you know, to make sure you spend 40% of your paycheck on your ring. But, you know, I think it varies per person. You know, people got different, you know, type of responsibilities. You know, maybe you don't got it like that. Maybe you got child support that's kicking your butt. Maybe you got student loans that are coming from anywhere. Maybe you got rent that you're struggling with. You know, that person should appreciate you enough and should love you enough where they want the gesture to be good. And because you can always add on to that ring. Exactly. This first ring doesn't have to be
the end all
big baller, you know, bling bling, top of the line type thing. You know what I'm saying? You can always add to it. You can grow together. I mean, if anything, that shows your growth. How you start out with a baby ring and y'all grow into a successful career, and you can actually drop what you want to drop on her. You know, but there are a ton of different ways to save money on it. You can finance the ring. You can put it on layaway. Don't let your pride get you, bro. You can put it on layaway, bro. You ain't got to drop, you know, a couple stacks on it. You can put it on layaway. It ain't the worst. She ain't gonna know. She ain't gonna know. Exactly.
All she gonna know is she got a ring on her hand.
Exactly.
She gonna be happy.
Exactly.
So.
A lot of times too, you can also sign up for like the mailing list with these different jewelers like Hay and Freeman's and everybody like that, because they'll send you different flash sales or they'll send you different coupon codes that you can use on the ring. I actually lucked up because she was showing me, you know, when it's subtly showing me a ring. I guess she was on Freeman's website one day and just started sending me screenshots of stuff she liked. But she didn't know, but that same day I had bought the ring that she sent me that she liked because it was on sale. It was an end of year deal. I had got a good deal. So, I didn't get it the same day, but I think I got it like the next week. But I had sat on that ring for like a whole year. I didn't even propose to her until the next year.
I didn't even know he had my ring that long, y'all.
Which is another reason to make sure you have the size, because I was definitely outside the return policy. I would have been pissed. But, you know, definitely make sure you make the right decision. You know, if you need to get her friends or her family involved, to ask them, you know, what kind of ring size she may wear or what she may be into, you know, definitely do that. A lot of times, female's point of view will definitely help in choosing the ring. And I know that definitely helped me. Also, another thing that a lot of young couples don't do, they don't insure or protect the ring. A lot of jewelers offer, you know, service plans or financing plans. Not to say that you necessarily have to get it.
Or what if she's not even the right one? And you know, spend all this money on this ring, you can't even return it? Or what if she only wants the ring, she don't even want you? Then what? Then what you gonna do?
You gotta choke a bitch. Step number 4, get family and friend support. You know, this kind of varies per person because, you know, everybody's not the closest with their family. But I mean, everybody got at least one friend, so you can. I hope they do, yeah.
Hopefully.
But you can get their friends involved. You can get their family involved. If you're planning on proposing somewhere public, make sure that they're there. If it's going to be a restaurant thing, if it's a birthday dinner, make sure they're at the birthday dinner. It's going to be a restaurant thing. You're trying to be low key. Have them somewhere on the other side of the restaurant. Have them get set on one side of the restaurant. You're on the other side, and have them pop up when you pop the question. If you're doing it at the house, they could pop out the bedroom and screen with balloons and everything after. Just anything to kind of incorporate them, because everybody wants to be a part of that great memory that you guys are building right now.
Yeah. Like, for instance, Craig, when he proposed, he was so smooth with it, y'all. Like, my sister was coming over to bring, like, my Valentine's Day gift, and she was in on it, and she just kind of played it off with him, and I'm just thinking she just coming in the house I forgot what she was coming in the house for, but everything was just perfect. She was there, she was able to be there for the proposal, she got to witness everything, and it was just a great moment.
I had flowers and candles going up the steps, and Mika thought I was like laying butt naked up the steps. So she was like, "Hey, babe, just to let you know, my sister's coming upstairs." She didn't know what to expect, but it's always good to have family and friends involved, because now that's something that we all laugh and talk about. But that's great because she was involved. Mm-hmm. All right, step 5, the proposal.
Dun dun dun.
It's finally the big day. You've been putting so much time into it. Get it done. Execute. Land it. Stick it. Whatever you got to do, seal the deal. You here. But, a lot of times we're so ready to rush to that moment, we forget a lot of the little details. So I always tell people to kind of just do a little mini checklist of just what you're going to do from that day starting off,
that's smart, so you won't
up until that moment. Exactly. Like, I don't know, something small like the ring, that would suck. If you fucking forget the ring at the house.
God,
trying to hide it so well and forget to take the ring to the place that you're going to.
Ooh, that would suck.
But a lot of different things. If you got to get balloons that day, if you got to set a dinner, if you got to make sure reservations are good, if you got to make sure their family members are in place, wherever you got to do, just make sure you have this checklist so that you won't forget anything, and that you'll be able to knock everything out, and you can have that peace of mind that you're not forgetting anything. That's the worst, when you know you're forgetting something, but you can't remember what you're forgetting until it's too late.
On a big day like that.
Exactly.
You don't want anything to go wrong on the day of your proposal.
Exactly. Now, things may go wrong, but at least with this, it'll definitely help.
Tip for the guys. This is something that you did that I so appreciate that you did. Make sure your girl nails are done. Oh my gosh, guys. If you know you're going to propose and it's about time for her to get her fill-in, do it the same week. Or tell her, like, "Oh, girl, go get your nails done. I'm just trying to do something nice for you." Because she's going to be like, "Okay." And she's going to get her nails done.
Ain't no female going to question you about getting her nails.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nobody in life. But she will be so sad if you propose and her nails aren't done. That's like a biggie. It's like, no. Girls want to show off the picture. They want to have the picture of their ring and everything. And if their nails are busted, they're not going to want to post no pictures. So make sure that your girl nails are done. No matter how fine the ring is, she going to want to make sure her nails don't look busted. So
I don't see the lie. She's real. She's telling the truth.
Tip for you. And your girl will so appreciate that.
Nika Too Fancy dropping keys on y'all ass.
Yes. Knowledge.
All right, step 6. Document it. Make it a memory. Yes. It's big. This is one of the biggest days of your life, and this is probably going to be something that you guys are going to remember for the rest of your lives. Hopefully. If you've been following the steps, this is going to be something that you're going to remember for the rest of your lives. But, document it. So if you got to set up secret cameras, I did that. I had to set up a GoPro behind the couch. If you got to set up the iPhone with the self-timer, if you got to have the family and friends taking photos, if you at the restaurant, you got to have the waiter take a photo, whoever.
Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Nobody's going to turn you down. Everybody wants to be involved in taking photos or being in part of a proposal. Nobody's going to turn that down. Everybody loves love.
Exactly.
So you want to make sure you document it, especially because, going into the next year, this is something that you could put into a gift for her anniversary or for Valentine's Day next year or anything. It's something special, or just something that you can show to your kids or show to your family. Exactly. Oh, let me show you how I pulled your mama back in the day. So it's something real.
Like, that's just such a big day, and females already like to have something to show for it. So it's just being able to have something already like recorded or something they can share with their friends and family who wasn't able to come or be there for that big special moment. It's always going to be so appreciated.
Definitely. All right, guys, but that's our 6 tips for proposing to a potential fiance. Let us know in the comments if you have any other tips that you want to share or any stories that have worked or maybe not have worked for you guys. And keep tuning in to both sides for more content like this, more episodes on the podcast, and more episodes on the YouTube coming soon. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys. So I just got home. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look at this, bruh. Like, it has pictures from the beginning. Bro, this is so throwback.